Okay, so we're a little bit crowded, right? For sure. We're a bit. It's a little tiny shop, right? We've got these signs up above the tables here, and I'm gonna try to put the highest dollar value stuff as close to the register as possible, as well as away from the door as possible. So over here will be the headphones that we get right here, and then what we want to do with this sign is that we just go over and we select the earbuds, and now it's going to display what they are. And if I change the price, they'll change the price on the display there as well. I think over here is where I'm going to put the watches. So we'll have the headphones, the watches, and then the Zonomon phones will be over here. We're going to just basically ignore the cheaper phones. I don't know if that's a good idea. I might choose to do it differently. I might choose to do the phones over here, the headphones over here, and then we'll have only the expensive watches. I don't know, but I have to pick something, right? I have to pick something to drop. And I think ideally the thing to drop would be these earbuds because they're the cheapest product. So probably just get rid of those at some point. But I already have inventory for that, so we're gonna stock it up. So I got the security camera. I've got the security panel here. If I click the BizMan here, I'm not gonna be able to see what my security is, but I can see that my capacity is only 10. Whoa! These tables only support 10? Are you kidding me? Wow, okay. We're gonna need 6 tables, which is like a big ouchie for our budget here. Wow. I'm gonna need 6 tables, and then I'm gonna need to choose only 3 products. I need a bigger place. I pick up too small of a place. It'll just be a small one. It'll be fine. We're gonna want to adjust the counters and stuff though, for sure. So I'm thinking we get the counters to go back here. I think I might just pack this one up and leave that on the floor for now. We'll grab the hand truck. So I was going to do this, and I don't have enough room for this, but I thought it might be an interesting thing to do. Now I can't get to it here. All right. The rounded shelf. All right. I thought about putting a shelf in the middle through the store. And we could put like expensive gifts on here, essentially, is what I was thinking of. So like you have all the electronic stuff, and then there's an expensive gifts that we also buy. So you can have like nice gift bags, or, like I'm thinking like miscellaneous accessories that go with these types of things. Like think cases for phones, right? You have different types of like screen protectors and all sorts of stuff like that is kind of what I was going for there. But it's so crowded in here. Yes, it will fit, but it's just so crowded. I don't know if I like the look of it with that. But I could do it and still sell. I would just have to basically change how I'm doing this. So the bathroom is very, very crowded. Let's get this hand truck out of here. We don't need that hand truck here. Goodbye. And so I would want to just adjust really quick where people sit or people stand. So it'd be about like this. I don't need this. I'm just doing it because I feel like a person who's standing here to take your order and to check you out is going to want a place to put your bag while they're doing so, right? Like you're going to want a place to put that down. So that's what I'm kind of thinking of. If I slam these tables right up next to each other, it doesn't look quite as good, but I might need to do that in order to get 6 tables in here. Or I just suck it up and say, you know what? They don't need this. We can put it in the back room. Just have one checkout counter right here. And then you also could say, well, how about to put the checkout counter like closer to the door, right? So they can come enter the store, check out the stuff, and then leave. Which would be another way of like having somebody nearby that can watch the stuff. And if we do that, then I could, I'm just thinking out loud here, but it might work. We could make this just a little bit spaced a little bit differently and get easily another table in here and have it look good. But we remove the rounded shelf by doing that. We just simply would not have that. And I think it's probably better to do it this way and have another table right here and then have my 2 counters right here to check people out, right? I think it's probably better to do it this way. So not have the gifts and instead do it like this, right? And then these signs here, I picked these because I don't need to put them on the wall. They go over top of the stuff. So I could just have this right here and just put watches. I thought we'd actually type something on these, but you have to actually pick a product. I thought we could type something. I was just gonna put watches or something on there, phones. But I think this will work still. I think this is you know, without the gifts. Maybe if we move to a bigger building, we could do the gift shop thing too. But right here is, I think, probably fine. Okay, so the next step is to get my shop to have a bag. I need bags for this stuff, and then I probably am going to need a security guard. I don't know this, but we're going to take this stuff out of here, and I think I might, just for the time being, I might just set this hand truck like right here. It's got both of those stuff on there, and that's fine. And then we need to get other products, though. I need to go get the Zonoman phones, for example. I need to get the expensive stuff that we're going to sell. Has to be in my possession in order to sell it. So we're going to have to do that. It looks like Carol finished her training. So did Patty. Let's go over to our employees. And Carol is up to 61% as a HR manager now. And she has another demand. She now wants the Stump mesh office chair, the expensive office chair. We're going to train her again to get her up to 71. I might actually stop at 71. We'll see. If you can get 2 HR managers, they can train each other. But from my experience, it's significantly cheaper anyway to just have the one manager as long as you can, because 2 managers is still like 85 to 90, sometimes more dollars per hour. In this case, it would be like $100 an hour for 2 of them, right? I can get one and manage the rest of my employees with that one until we grow to the point where we need a second one. And then the one that's really good will train the one that's not so good. And then they can, you know, bounce off each other from there. All right. So yeah, that's it for the electronics store for now. I can't open it until I have employees, which is what this employee is. This is what Patty's supposed to do. She will eventually be working in the electronics store, and then I will need to get more recruits. All right, so I've been training Carol and Patty, right? And Carol, right, she messaged me and she says she wants the Stump mesh office chair. I can accommodate that. But Patty wants bronze health insurance. And now we're getting into more complexity here. And like, I've spent money to train her and do all these types of things. We're going to get, I have to assign health insurance to an HR manager. So, you know, Carol can handle that, but we start getting multiple employees that want multiple different types of plans. Things are going to start getting a little bit more dicey, a little bit more expensive. So I got to keep an eye on that, but they want bronze health insurance. And so today, well, it's 8, I'm going to have to sleep. So I'm going to go like 8:56 or 7:56, I guess. And then what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to run over and get that. And my happiness is only 50% now. Walk in the park is lasting another 8 days, and then positive revenue is helping me, but I don't have anything else helping me here. So maybe, you know, while I try to get some money, maybe what I should do is just work out for a little bit. That'll help out, and then I can watch some television. Just do like 5 hours of that. So instead of getting her health insurance like she asked, I'm going to just sit at my ass and watch TV all day. And then I need to go over to the hospital, which the fastest way to do that from where I am right now is just to take, I was going to say the fastest way to do it would be to take a cab, but actually I think the fastest way to do it is, the cheapest way to do it for sure, is take the subway. So I could easily call a cab, but they're gonna charge me like $120 to take me that far. So I'll pay the $3 to take the subway. There it is. $3 a ride, and we are heading all the way down over here. Hospital is it this? That's the hospital right there. So we need to go. Let's get off on the subway right here at the West Station, and then walk over to the hospital from there. So we're gonna ride all the way down to Midtown. Right there. We're gonna go that far for $3. My goodness. I need to talk to the hospital and set up health plans, essentially. And you assign this to I'll show you, but you assign it to an HR manager, and anyone who's being managed by that HR manager has bronze health insurance. So I'm gonna need another HR manager now just for that purpose alone, because I don't need to provide insurance for everyone. I only need to provide insurance for one employee. It might be a significantly better call at this point. It probably is a very good idea, as heartless as it is, for me to, yeah, I think I'm going to have to fire her. I'm sorry, but Patty, you had something, right? We had something good. I was really investing a whole bunch of money into you, but having to do this for you is just outside my, nope, goodbye. I'm sorry, I have to. I gave you some free training, though, so you should still be happy because you got some free training and you could take those job skills somewhere else, okay? Consuelo, part-time. Joseph, full-time. I'm going to hire both of these guys, I think, for Charshak. And yeah, I'm going to have to hope that they're going to get trained by HR. So I'm just going to hire both of these guys for Charshak right now. And then they'll get worked up over time. So I have 7 days actually before I have to hire them. So I guess we don't have to do that right away. But tagging up, since I'm over here anyway, tagging up at the hospital is a good idea. That way I can just use the phone, call later. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. All right, we're here at the hospital. It is the New York Midtown Hospital. There it is. All the ambulances sitting out front ready to go. All right, so upon entering the hospital, we're going to take an immediate right through this door, and there's going to be a lady here at this desk, or could be a gentleman, I don't know. Looks like it's a lady. At the health insurance manager desk. So I could just sit down here, and it says I need at least one HR manager available to start the partnership. I know, that's fine. As long as I've tagged up, I should be able to call. Also, if we were elderly, this would matter more. But hey, actually, she's just finished. So this is perfect timing. Cool. Carol just finished her training. And so Carol is now at a 71%. That's good enough to get started, I think. Now, I'm going to have to give her a stump mesh chair. So she's not going to be very happy. But I'm going to put her... I don't have a uniform for her, do I? Let's make a uniform here. So this will be a professional thing, right? We're going to make a new preset, and we're going to say this is Char Inc. I can just label it HQ, or maybe I'll label it professional. There's not nearly enough clothing options in the game, so like I want more clothing options for sure, but professional seems fine to me. And then so we'll do this. We'll say a black suit, red tie seems fine, although... for example, like when I say there's not enough clothing options, can I change the color of the tie but not the coat? Right? I want to be able to do that. But it's fine though. It doesn't matter. The pants, we'll go dressy pants. Yep, that's fine with me. And then of course no hat. We could give them headphones. Not gonna do that. That's not gonna happen. And then obviously we want no. All right, so that's gonna be the professional outfit for you. For the ladies, let's see. What do we want to do here? Probably I'm kind of torn between these two things. I don't know, ladies. What do you like to wear? Is this better? It looks like it's more relaxed. Well, I don't know. This one's not buttoned up, so maybe this one's more relaxed. I'm not sure which one. You know what? We're going to save this one. We're going to make it black colored like that. Apparently, the shirt is going to stay tan. Yep, the shirt's gonna stay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, well, tell you what, maybe we will do this black and red thing. We got black suit, red tie, and then now we've got red coat, black shirt. All right, we're kind of sticking with that still, right? Black and red there. Do we do the skirt thing or the pants thing? You know, I don't know what matters. Like I'm sure every woman has their preference. We're going to go like this. You guys sit at an office all day, so your shoes are fine just like this. That's okay. We could even do red shoes, but I think we'll stick it with black. It's fine. And then no hats. No hats, of course. Okay, that is going to be the professional look. I'm actually going to rename that actually to just HQ because I might do a law office in the future, and then I want my lawyers to look different, but they're still professional, so we'll do that. Okay, so you're going to be like this, and then you're assigned to Char Inc. Okay, now... assigning you to Char Inc. Let's first off, I need to go in and slow the game down because if the day ticks by and I don't have that stuff for her, she's gonna be mad. So I think health insurance right first. Okay, hold on. You're not available yet. Go to right here like this. Yep, I need to get you on the schedule actually in order for you to be working. Okay, you now work Monday through Friday. This is HQ has very set hours and you can't change them. So Your HQ is always open 8 to 4, Monday through Friday, and that's all you can do. And Carol is going to sit at this computer, but I need to get her a different chair now. So now I can do this. Can I help you? Start a new partnership. I can do that, and then I have to assign it to the manager, which is Carol, and then I would have to choose the plan that I want her to be in. And every single person that she manages would have that plan. I'm not going to do that anymore because I just fired the person that wants it. But yeah, every single person, right, that she manages would then have that health plan, and so I would be paying per person, paying per employee, etc. So I kind of need to get to the point where I've got a really good source of income and I can be really stable with it. And then I start getting all these different employees who want different health plans, and then I assign them to the HR manager responsible for those health plans, if that makes sense. Okay, so I need to get the chair. Who's got the chair that she wants? Am I going all the way to Michael Scott's? It's not that far away. I'm going to take a cab, but I don't want it to close. They're already closed. Shit. All right. Is there anyone else that has that chair? Does Ica have that chair? Stump mesh chair. The problem is that Ica's charging me too much money now. Everything costs more with Ica. So if I can have it delivered tomorrow at 10 a.m., I will. Stump mesh chair. I don't think that's in here. I think that's an office supply store thing, like exclusively. Yeah, there's not here. What about AJ's? Does AJ's sell this chair? It might just be a Michael Scott thing. Yeah, okay. It looks like I have to go to Scott's for this. So he opens in 17 hours. So she's going to have one day where she doesn't have what she wants. But that's just going to be the way it is. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to go to HR Manager tab. We now have Carol here, and she can manage up to 30 employees. So we're going to assign employees to her, and I'm just going to say Phil. So that's it. All 7 people that I already have are now going to be managed by her. And then she can go ahead and train up to 100% or up to whatever. So I can say maybe like 80%. And so she will do automatic training for us from HQ. On top of that, she will also replace any absent employees with temp employees. So if someone calls in sick, I don't have to go, crap, I don't have anybody working right now. I need to go work there, or I need to start shuffling around. Automatically hires a temp, which is pretty good. All right, average satisfaction is currently 97% because Sharon doesn't have a clean work environment. I have to work on that by getting a cleaner. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. I got everybody taken care of except for that stump mesh chair. I need to go get that before Carol throws a fit. Okay, I got 33,000 in the bank account, and that's enough to start buying the phones. So Zonoman phones are actually 12,757 right now. These prices all change and stuff, which is cool. We're gonna buy, I think, 2 boxes of the Zonoman phones, and I'm gonna also, I think, get let's take the smartwatches. 1 set of smartwatches. So my car currently has 35,000. I thought I could get that much. Okay. We will take away 1 of the phones and replace that inventory with the headphones, which doesn't cost nearly as much, and we should be able to afford that. So, okay, that's going to be what we buy today. And now, with this inventory, we are ready to open our electronics store, with one tiny exception, which I don't think will really matter all that much, and that is that the store really has no lights. It's just the disco ball. So you can get a real good look at your electronics through the light of our disco ball instead, which I don't think that actually will affect sales, like on a code for the game. All right, this guy is matching my speed. What a dick. I need to get over here. I mean, he's not being a dick. Like, it's the same speed. Like, all the speed is like governed. I want to be able to let loose. That's why I kind of want to, buy a pickup truck, or, the one that has literally any vehicle that has a higher speed than 50, and see whether or not the game actually lets me go faster than this, which it should. I suspect that it does. Oh my gosh, I went too far anyway. I was supposed to turn right before. I'm not going to the restaurant. I'm going to the electronics store. Ah! Hi guys. It's okay. I was just running a red light. Okay, there's one extra thing we have to do before we can open the store really well. We need to get an extra one of these display product tables. And then I want another one of these, like, another 2 of these hanging signs. If we can do that, then I believe we'll be ready to rock and roll with the store, because we need to go in multiples of 2 for the products. Otherwise, we're going to be limited to 10 customers instead of 15. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal, but since we have a really high demand for some of our higher tier stuff in this market, we might be able to, at least in the beginning, expect, you know, a higher customer volume coming through. You know, lots more shoes in the store, if you will. And so, yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to move this. Let me just, let's park this for a second. I want to move you a little bit closer. I realize that's just doesn't look good, man, having it so close like that. Kind of blocks the stock room too. I need to fit another one. I'm gonna have to do this. Like, I don't want to, but I'm gonna have to do this. We're just gonna sell this cabinet. Oh, don't sell it. Don't do it. Don't sell it. All right, you can use it later. All right, use it for another business somewhere else. Display table. We're gonna put this right here, so it's in multiples. Right, it's just like it's just very crowded, but at least it's in the right multiples. So we want, let's see, how do we want to do this? So I think I need to get rid of these headphones. I think is like the inventory is not great with that. Hanging sign, we're gonna place that above this, so everybody kind of knows what we're looking at here, including me. And then another sign will be right over top of this one. So we have signs above this. I don't know if I like these signs anymore. I really wish maybe I could just add labels to the tables or something, which is kind of something I would have done anyway. These types of signs, they seem like they would be more, they kind of belong in like a grocery store or something more than in the small electronics store, right? I might take them down, but for now I have them. So I've got the Zonoman phones back here, and I think I'm actually going to switch this to be the phones as well. All right, so there's two tables of phones from Zonoman. We're then going to have the Zonoman smartwatches back here. Okay, and then I think, God, man, it's just everything's so crowded. To try to get rid of this inventory, we're going to try to sell the Noise Boss earbuds. I should probably put the higher value stuff on there, right? Let's put the headphones on there too. So we're gonna sell all the high-end stuff right now. We have inventory for the other stuff, and we can put that on the shelf. If we sell out of the high demand stuff, we can put that stuff on the shelf instead and try to sell some of it until we're out of it, basically. But it is clear to me that this electronics store needs to be I need a larger building. I need a larger facility. So we'll do the best we can with what we got. But I think we're probably gonna end up moving this store somewhere else, you know? This cabinet with drawers, I'm just gonna grab this and take it out to the van, I think. Yeah, we're just gonna put this cabinet in here. There's not enough space for it. All right, what are my employees doing here? So we have Carol Scott. She's sitting at her computer. She does not have her chair yet. Ugh. Gotta go get that. If I call, it won't get delivered till tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to drive all the way over to Michael Scott's. That's a long distance. Or I take the subway to here and walk there, grab it, and come back. It actually might be cheaper it's certainly cheaper to do that, and less risk to the vehicle where I can, you know, damage it and have to pay for it. But it's also, I think, maybe even faster for me, like, you know, as a player, I think it's faster than for me. So yeah, there's no other subway stop that's closer than this, so I'm gonna go here. All right, we're in Michael Scott's, and this is what I was talking about different pricing going on right now. So this stump mesh chair here says it's $3,487.53. And if I was to call this place, which I actually don't think I can do that from within the store. Yeah, we're occupied. But $3,487.53, right? So if I leave the store really quick and then call them, watch what happens to the price of that chair. Stump mesh chair here, $2,200. It is way cheaper to have this thing delivered than it is to buy it, right? I am going to have some other stuff delivered, though. So we already had the multi-purpose chair over there. That's good. I'm going to have one executive desk also delivered there because there's going to be somebody is going to want that desk at some point. So I'm just going to buy it while I have the cash. Although I may not have the cash. I have $5,000. Never mind. We're not going to do that. We'll have a regular standard office desk, though, to go with the chair we already have. And then the computer's only 900 instead of being like 1,400 or something that I paid. So we'll go ahead and do that instead, too. That leaves me with a total of $4,150 as my bill. And that gives me a second workstation as well. And we'll have it delivered tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Okay, so now my HR lady is going to get a little bit irritated. All right, she's going to be just a little bit disappointed that she doesn't have her stuff. That's Charshak. That's not my HR. Here it is. Carol Scott. She's going to be just a little bit disappointed because she doesn't have her chair. So instead of 52%, she'll probably be like 45, maybe 40% tomorrow. But once she gets her chair, she'll calm down and everything will be all right. The Trumpet International Hotel. Oh my God. While we're over here, this is the really rich part of town, right? While we're over, I mean, we're across the road from the Trumpet, right? Let's take a look at the Manhattan luxury cars. If you haven't seen this game before, you probably are wondering what kind of car options you have. These are the luxury cars. So we have the Mercedes S500, right? And they get really expensive too. $95,000 for that car, right? You got this one that's sitting up on a pedestal. This thing here, the Petrol's Phantom. And this one is $720,000 for this car. But the wealthy cars, these rich cars here, the Anselmo AF90, for example, they have what's called an auto park support. They have an auto park feature. And that's really handy to have. If you can get the auto park, it's super nice to have. And I actually may go and get a none of it instead of the truck. I was driving this around a lot before. And the none of it is interesting because it has almost the same storage capacity as that truck. And, you know, it got the speed and tank capacity. It's all very similar, but it comes with the auto park. And it's so good to have auto park. You'll see later, it's incredibly good. I was kind of hoping the cheaper ones would have it because they're in the luxury store, but no, they don't come with it. So $48,000 for the Beamer. So I might actually go and buy a black. I think I had a black none of it before. And I don't know, that green doesn't look as good as it did on the truck, you know? It really looked good on the truck. I liked it on the truck. I might go with a blue. I like blue. Might go with a blue. Might go with a, I don't know, bright yellow. I don't know about that. I might go with that dark blue or black. But the none of it's a really nice vehicle. I was driving that around a lot. It's definitely expensive to fix. I'll be driving very carefully because, well, I mean, at 50%, I'm probably going to be paying like 20 grand to fix the damn thing. So I don't want to run into anyone while I'm driving it. Luxury cars especially, they get really expensive to fix if you hit something. So we just don't want to do it. But anyway, yeah, so that's the rich part of town. Let's get this set up. End of the video, I want to have this electronic store running, and I want to see results from it. Also, we can do this, and this is more an example for people who aren't familiar with the game, because I think if you play the game, you probably already know this. But if you're feeling hungry and you're working at your own store, you can also go over and order for free. You can do anything you want. I'm going to take a hot dog, for example, and I can just take it and eat it, and it's me. That's my stuff. It's free. I can eat it whenever I want. So if you're ever hungry, that's what you do. We are going to take out all of these lights right now. I'm going to make sure all these lights are taken out. I got a whole bunch of lights over here on a ceiling lamp and, you know, picture frames and all sorts of stuff that's been delivered. So I can put new stuff up. Let's say maybe I want to put it over here on maybe on the wall, maybe like right over here, I guess. Seems like a pretty good spot. Did I get a certificate? I was thinking about getting one of those frame certificates. I don't think I did that. But we have one of those round ceiling lamps, and so we're going to use these lamps instead. They are much lower key, and I think they're just straight up more modern, and I like them a lot more. So we're going to go ahead and grab, sell, goodbye. All right, I'm arriving home after a long day. I've basically got everything designed over there the way I want. I'm not quite ready to make that blueprint yet, but we're getting real close. And then we'll be able to say that, well, we'll be able to replicate that design immediately by other designers if we want to. I'm just going to watch television for a little bit here. We just received a message from Margie, and we made $15,000 yesterday. What's the message from Margie today? She wants bronze health insurance. Oh, God, more people with their bronze health insurance. Now I feel bad about firing that person because now I have another person that wants it. How important is that to you? It's pretty important. You might have to keep... Man, bronze? With 46%, I mean, granted, as they get, better skilled, they start wanting more things. That's just kind of how that works. She didn't get her chair yesterday, so she's at 54%. Wasn't she at like 52 before? Is it going up despite not having the chair? Might be. Anyways, we're going to wake up tomorrow for our grand opening. Now that it's the new day, though, let's go into our business manager in Charshak. Let's go in, actually, like this. We want to get Joseph Penna. He's at 32%. We're going to get you hired. Not negotiating. And then Consuelo Holmes at 42%, but he's part-time. He just doesn't want no afternoon shifts, but it's a nice-to-have thing anyway, so we could potentially do that if we needed to. With the personal goal achieved, we're definitely going to be at the tippy top of our happiness meter. Yep, lots and lots of bonuses there. That's good. And then we're going to go over to our business manager schedule. We want to turn it on. So we are going to have work days now. So what I'd like to see here, today is Sunday. I'm going to open the store myself today because I want to see how it flows. But everybody else is going to work Monday through Saturday is how I'm going to do it. So Joseph is my full-time guy, right? Yes. So Joseph will work every day by default, and then what we'll do is tick this off, and we'll swap out with Consuelo sometimes. So Consuelo can work the weekends. Yeah, now he wants no afternoons, but that's the only time we're open. So you gonna have afternoons, sir. That's just the way it is. And you know what? We can probably get you to work. He wants full-time, so we have to keep him over 30 a week. But that means you can work Friday. So Consuelo can work Friday as well. So yeah, full-time is considered 32 hours is considered full-time in this game. Up to 30 hours is. And then Consuelo is now part-time because he's over 10 hours a week. So everybody's got the shifts that they want now for this. If we wanted to open our electronic store at different hours, then maybe, but like 11 to 7 is probably going to be where we want to be. We are going to go ahead and open Sunday as well, but Sunday is not going to be Joseph. We're going to work that ourselves today. The only thing left to do is to get cleaners and stuff. And I think I might want to get like a part-time cleaner for both restaurant and the shack. The shack. And then we'll just have him work like 2 hours every day, and that will get a part-time. So we're going to be looking for a part-time cleaning person, I think, to help out. That store opens at 11, right? I think I had 11 to 7, if I'm not mistaken. I'm almost out of food in my fridge. I have to buy some more groceries. Maybe I don't have to. I can just eat at my restaurant, but it's convenient to just wake up and immediately eat, so I could just do it. Yeah, 11 o'clock is when we are open. Let's double check my timing. Game speed is up. There we go. And the restaurant's just down the road. No, it's not. Electronics store. Not a restaurant. It's just down the road. So we're just going to walk there. We don't have to drive. It's one of the perks of this place being so close to where we live. We can just walk on over there. And we'll just triple check and make sure everything is good. Now, of course, again, there's no lights. I haven't installed any lights in the shack. So it is daytime. It's daylight. Whatever's coming through the windows plus the disco ball. That's pretty much it. This is going to be great. All right. Now, as far as security goes, I won't know until I get there, I guess. I won't know. But the disco ball is right on top of the security camera. So it's basically the disco ball is the eye in the sky, essentially, is what we're doing here. All right, cool. So I've got full energy. I've got full food and all that. I can just go ahead and do it. Ah, the shipment has arrived. Hang on. Now, I need to get her chair. But I think as long as she has her chair before the end of the day, she'll be fine. I think. Yeah. Because it's just sitting over there waiting for me to install it. So we're going to work here anyway. So we're going to start working. I can speed up time to make it get up there and go faster. I really want to see he's standing off to the side because this thing is so so close to the wall. So I kind of have to move it out a little bit so that he can stand right in front of it, or right behind it here. Yeah. All right, well, that's just going to be how we do this. So we'll go ahead and work there. And let's see how many people come on in for these new products. In case you're curious about the pricing, we do have pricing here. The Zonoman phone, I priced it at $1,900. That's way expensive, but there's no one else selling it at all. So if anyone comes into the store to buy it, that's great. Current security is considered average. So yeah, like we're gonna need a security guard as well. So I probably should go ahead and ask somebody here. Let's go Anderson. Is Anderson? I think Anderson's the one that does security guards, right? Oh, your outside business hours. Oh, right. They don't open on Sundays. No, I don't need to remove any messages. Yeah, they don't open on Sundays. So I have my prices very high, and I'm thinking that maybe nobody will come because of that. And so far, I'm kind of being proven right. Right, we're almost at 1 p.m. So why don't we try this? We should totally do some marketing because I think that'll bring people in anyway. So we should totally do that. We need to tell people that we've got the Zonoman phone, right? They need to know we have these things. But I do think the pricing is probably prohibitive here. So why don't we try $16.99 for this? It's significantly cheaper than I did have it. We'll go $5.99 on the watch, and for the headphones, let's go $4.99. All right, there we go. And let's see what those prices do. Now, I don't know if changing prices in the middle of the day will do anything, but I'm mostly just on the store right now just because I don't have to pay anyone hourly. So if the store doesn't sell a single thing, it didn't cost me anything. Is essentially why I'm doing it this way. And until I figure out, like, look at this. Like, nobody's coming in. Nobody. Oh, wait. We got somebody. Excuse me. What are you buying? What did you buy? Did you buy the Zonoman? Oh, we bought something. What'd you buy? You bought the Zonoman phone. Hey, that's $16.99 right there. Boom. $1,700. So, right, that's very low volume store, right? We don't need a gigantic store because barely anyone comes in here. Now, if we can move more volume, then we can afford to lower our prices, right? That's economies of scale. We can do that. So it's kind of trying to find a mix of like, how can we see, he's buying a Zonoman phone as well. So there's very high demand in this area for that. But at these prices, you know, the higher the price, you instinctively, you're going to lower the quantity demanded. Looks like we're good. Yeah, we sold a pair of headphones and 2 of the expensive phones is what we sold today. That's not bad. Could be worse. And I'm just checking my shelves to make sure nobody stole shit because I don't know how that works here. Oh, okay. So now, did we sell the smartwatch or did they steal it? Right, because there's one missing here. So did he grab this and a phone? Did somebody get the double Zonoman? somebody really loves those Zonoman products, huh? Or maybe they stole one of those things. I don't know. We could put 2 things in a single bag, but there's only 3 bags missing. So there's only 3 customers, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 products missing. Right. So I don't know whether or not somebody stole it or not. So if I was to go to, I want to like, how can I tell which products exactly did we sell? Right. I can tell what our stock is from our inventory, but how do I know exactly what I sold? Right. Is it just based on the money that I get? I don't know how I'm supposed to be able to tell. I guess we'll find out, and we'll have to do the math and see whether or not anybody stole something from me. But on Monday, whoops, I'm going the wrong way. Gotta go home. On Monday, we have an employee working here instead, so I don't have to be there. But also, I can go ahead and try to recruit a security guard and just make sure that we have somebody on the scene that way. We are going to need to get the security guards stuff, because you can't just hire a guard. You have to have their stuff too. And inside this catalog, we will find, yes, right here, security guard locker, $2,000 for their locker. And I put that in the stock room or something, and then they'll just be here. All right. So that's what we're going to look to do. But hey, look, I want to see if we got any stuff, what kind of money we made, right? I want to see the results here. So let's get up to the AM. There we go. Made 17,000 yesterday. And I want to go real quick into the business manager, Char Shack. Okay, so we had yesterday barely any customers. Knew that was going to happen. Apparently they love our pricing. So that's great. Interior was excellent score. I know. It's the disco ball, I'm telling you. And then cleanliness is 100%. Very good. Now, we could market. Doing marketing would definitely bring more people in, which is something we definitely want to do. So next video, we're going to get some marketing going for this store just to see if we can sell more. But right here, okay, we did sell 2 products to 1 person. Somebody bought the phone and the watch, because the person that got the headphones went straight for the headphones. So somebody got the phone and the watch. That's great. Awesome. Cool. So we did sell 4 products. Nobody stole anything. Excellent news. So that's it for me, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate you. Next video, we are going to get security at our electronics store so that it's 100%, and hopefully we can sell enough stuff. We're going to get some marketing going to the electronics store to help pay for security. So we're going to have to pay for marketing to hopefully bring in more customers is what I want to do. And then I need to get a blueprint for my restaurant and then hopefully open up another chain. So that's everything I want to do in the next video. Maybe we'll get to all of it. Maybe I'll get sidetracked. I don't know. We'll see you next time, though. Bye-bye.